You're watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
How about that? The Padres sweeping the Braves, and now it's time to beat L.A. Thanks for joining us here at 6 a.m., everybody. I'm Eric Connor.
And I'm Nada Iramper. We'll be chanting that a lot over the next few days. We're going to get to the Padres highlights here in just a moment. Right now, though, we do want to let you know it's hot. It's going to be hot. Meteorologist Evan Irani with that forecast.
Not hot quite yet, but today, this afternoon.
It's going to be for sure again.
And for many of the afternoons to come. Okay. We've seen all the heat-related alerts that were originally set to expire this evening, now extended through Monday evening, so all through the weekend and into Monday night. You might have noticed a little bit of the fog out there beginning to move in last night, and now we've got less than a mile of visibility in Kearney Mesa and Carlsbad and at Brownfield, something we'll contend with through about 10 a.m. Keeps the coastline, though, a little more mild in the 70s, 90s for your inland valleys, 96 for the mountains, and 110 for the deserts. Staying hot through the weekend. Coming up, we'll talk about when we finally see a cool down on the way. Back to you.
Room for Suarez to finish this one. d'Arnaud, it's popped up, it's playable, careful. Both go at it, it's caught by Higashioka, the game's over. And the Padres win it. They will meet the Dodgers in the division series.
They really wanted to make sure no one dropped that ball.
Yeah,
so two guys went after it.
Yeah.
Yes, as long as one of them catch it. The Padres now getting ready to beat L.A. They just advanced to the National League Divisional Series after sweeping the Braves.
Oh, so sweet. CBS 8's Chris Grow live at Petco Park with reaction and highlights that we can keep watching over and over.
Yeah,
Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, guys. And I know everybody wants to look ahead. They want to look up to north. They want to see exactly what is going to shake out. They probably can't wait for this weekend. But let's take a moment to celebrate what was just accomplished. They went ahead. They beat the Braves. They swept the Braves, a team that was pretty well accomplished in their own right just last year. Yeah, they were hurting this year, but still no small feat. And the fans, they really wanted to take their time to shine.
Fantastic game. Fantastic game. Padres go all the way. All the way.
Yes. We've been coming all year, but this time you got to see the playoffs, right? What do you say? Go Padres?
Go Padres! It was awesome, really. There was nothing that could really stop us from winning against the Braves. I felt like if we could beat LA, we could probably beat the next team.
Nothing can stop us. That's right, all the way up. That is one of the best quotes that we heard all night from one of those fans, keeping the faith there for the San Diego Padres beyond this series. Now, as for last night's game, it was quite, again, the start here. In fact, the Padres starting down 1-0 kind of gave everybody a little bit of a scare. You could feel that energy kind of drop down a little bit, if you will. But then in the bottom of the first, the Padres pounced. They went ahead and actually, as a team, hit, again, bottom of the second, I should say, where they went ahead and hit for the cycle. They had Higashioka going on in homering. You had Manny Machado with a double, Jackson Merrill with a triple, Arias with a single, going ahead and putting up those, what would be the final tally there of 5 runs on the board, 5-4, the final. And now, of course, everything with everyone, I should say, with eyes on New York. There was, of course, champagne and beer being sprayed for celebration in the locker room, which is what you do when you go ahead and advance throughout these rounds. And now the question is, will the Padres be going ahead and popping champagne, popping bottles this time around for the NLDS? And will that be happening in LA or San Diego? There's an opportunity for the Padres to win it at either venue.
Right.
Obviously, we hope that the opportunity, of course,
Tuesday.
Well, actually, now that I go ahead, we want them to go ahead and do this in San Diego.
Yeah,
so
let's
sweep
win
them up in
Saturday and
LA,
Sunday.
come back to San Diego with 2 chances to win it. I just had to do the math there real quick, guys. I was like, wait, how is it that we clinch it at home? That's right. We have to sweep them in LA. Let's go ahead, break out those brews we used to get the Braves out of here. Let's sweep them out of LA.
Wait,
Let's go.
We already got the broom out in sweep mode here, so let's just keep it out.
What a good
Might as
streak.
well use it, right?
Yes.
Got it out.
We're not using a wet mop. We're using a broom. So let's sweep them out of here.
More sweeping, please.
No wet mops. All right, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you very much. Although in the clubhouse, they need
it's very wet mops. Yeah, a lot of beer and champagne there.
Yeah. Stay with CBS 8. We'll have the very latest on the Padres postseason. You can also visit our website, our social media pages, full of all the details. And if you don't have it yet, download the CBS 8 app.
Also this morning, a big story we're following here. One man in critical condition after being shot by an Escondido police officer. We just spoke to police here a short time ago. They tell us the man is expected to survive. It happened a little after 7:30 p.m. on North Quint Street. This is just north of West Valley Parkway. Police say they got a call about a person with a gun at a nearby transit center. Police tell us the suspect showed what is believed to be a weapon when officers got there. Authorities are still investigating.
One man is dead after being shot by an off-duty officer. This happened on Fiesta Island. Police say the off-duty San Diego Community College District officer was there with his dogs about 10 a.m. yesterday. Authorities say a man confronted and stabbed that officer, and that's when police say the officer opened fire. Police say they do not know what led up to that initial confrontation, why the stabbing happened. The officer who was stabbed is expected to survive. And now the CDC wants to hear from you about the health impacts from the South Bay sewage crisis. This morning, the county will go door to door to share information about an upcoming health assessment.
You know, a lot of people have been sick from this. CBS 8's Regina Yarita live in Imperial Beach with what's going to be happening here this morning. Regina?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Well, we know that county staff and volunteers will be handing out informational materials to about 6,000 homes in the South County, mainly those communities who live near the Tijuana River Valley and have been dealing with the cross-contamination, cross-sewage contamination. So the area is the focus of a health survey that will take place in the coming weeks. The survey will be led by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the county to learn more about how the exposure to polluted waters and air is impacting people's health. In the meantime, several agencies and elected leaders announced they are working together to find a way to create a process of repairing and expanding the wastewater treatment plant. Of course, this comes as South Bay doctors are seeing a lot more issues with respiratory problems associated with the smell. There's also the hydrogen sulfide gas that has created concerns of the toxic air that people are breathing here in IB. And with more people needing breathing treatments, this has all raised concerns for this assessment to take place. So we do know that this also comes at the same time that the City Council of San Diego this week during their council meeting actually announced that they have been sending a letter to President Joe Biden to announce a federal emergency for the issues happening here in IB. But that's the latest. We are in Imperial Beach. I'm Regina Urita, CBS 8.
Tonight, we will air a San Diego mayoral debate between current Mayor Todd Gloria and his opponent, Larry Turner. It's being hosted by KPBS, and you can watch the debate on the CW San Diego starting at 8 p.m.
All right, 6:07 here this morning, and that fog is out there.
Yes.
But, things just, quickly flip in the morning.
It's like the microwave just zaps it all around noon.
Especially once the sun comes up, which will be in about a half hour, that the cloud cover can move very quickly.
Right.
It can pull back very quickly. It's generally been like 9, 10 a.m. when we see more of that sunshine in the day. But today is going to be one of those days where, although temperatures are cooler than yesterday, they're not cooler than average. So it's still going to be hot out there. We were hoping that tomorrow would give us more notable relief, but it looks like tomorrow, Friday, is still going to be a hot one across the county. Now, one place in the county that is continuing to see day after day relief is the coastline. And that's because of onshore flow and because in many cases those clouds just linger for such a good portion of the day. 74 this afternoon along the coast versus what we're expecting inland around the low 90s. 96 for the mountains and then 110 for the deserts. Walking out the door right now, you're at 57 in Poway, a little bit cooler as you make your way inland because they don't have as much of the cloud cover, not quite as dense as what we see right along the coastline. So when we have that dense marine layer, it kind of helps to act like a blanket for us and hold in the warmth from the day before. 61 for Del Mar right now, 63 for Alpine. Julian's quite warm at 77. So when we previously looked at these graphics, we expected the excessive heat warning and heat advisory to expire today at 8 p.m. They've now been extended through Monday at 8 p.m., meaning that we will continue to see these types of afternoon conditions. 90 to 105 across your inland valleys to the mountains. 110 plus is the expectation for a couple of those days across the deserts. There are going to be many days in between that will make it to maybe 107, 108 degrees. So pretty close to that 110 marker. When we look at your afternoon highs today, Santee and El Cajon 92. You make your way west, and you see those cooler temperatures. Mira Mesa 84, La Mesa 86, 77 for San Diego, and 73 for PB. This afternoon, we're going for 75 in Carlsbad, 89 for RB, 91 for Poway, and 98 in Ramona. So cooler than yesterday, but still very hot. Checking in on traffic. It is right now a foggy start to the morning commute, which means you might want to slow your speeds down a little bit. Yellow on the screen indicating areas where we're running into some of that fog. Crashes have already started to pop up. We'll show you a live look at the southbound 805 at Sorrento Valley Road, starting to see that volume pick up as well. You can get the details on all the crashes this morning on our website, cbsa.com/traffic. Let's check in on border wait times. 100-minute wait at the San Ysidro Port of Entry, so an hour 40 or so. Otay Mesa Port of Entry should take you 1 hour in total. Ed and Eric.